This video is going along with Chapter 12, Section 2, continuing our work with annuities. This set of formulas up here is going along with how much money do you need in your annuity in order to pull out money. We were putting money in last time, now we're pulling it out. So the formula is slightly different, you can see that. We have a negative number of periods, and so we'll plug that into the calculator here in a minute or two. So the formula is slightly different. Remember, when we add the annuities due, we have to add that additional step by timesing it 1 plus the interest rate as our final step then in order to get our amount needed. So let's see how this is working then. It's very similar to what we have been doing. We're looking at frequency, how long it is, the annual percentage rate, and then how often we're doing it. Well, semi-annually is going to be twice a year, so each period then is going to be half of that, or 5%. Okay, so if we look at 2 times a year, 7 years, we have 14 periods. 5% is the column we're looking at, and then when we do that in our table, and it's table 12.2 this time, we get a value of 9.89864. So when our calculator then, we just take 9.89864, times it by our amount, and we get our present value of the annuity. Okay, so let's take a look at another one of those. This is number 4. Pick this one because it has a little different time in years, so this is going to be 1.75 years monthly. So that's going to be 12 times, so we take 6 divided by 12, so it's going to be 0.05 or 0.5%, so 0.005 as a decimal, depending on how we want to do it, 0.5% or 0.005 as a decimal, and we would have then 21 periods, so 12 times 0.3 or 175 gives us our 21 periods. So when we would look that up then on our chart, 21.5, we get 19.88798. Okay, so all we have to do then is plug in our number times our initial amount okay. So again, it's pretty straightforward up here. So let's do a couple with the annuities due. Again, annually, 11%. Every year for 10 years, additional amount is $1,400. So 10 periods, 11%. I already looked that up on the table to speed us up here. Okay, times by the 1,400. Okay, now since that doesn't equal that, remember we have to do that initial step, so we have to times that by 1 plus the interest rate. Then we have our number. Okay, so remember to do that on annuities due then is to make sure we multiply that last step. So let me slide this up here. Let's do one more. So we would have every 3 months, 4 years, 12% quarterly, so that's going to be 4 times a year. So we divide 4 into the 12, so each period is 3%. Okay, so looking up on our table, I've sped us up already looking at that, times our 1,300. Okay, gives us this number, but again, since it's an annuity due, we have to multiply that by 1 plus the interest rate. So 1 plus 0.03 is a decimal, remember? So our number is going to be 31. Okay. Questions on that? This is one of your homework ones. I did 7 just so we can make sure we're all on the same page when we do this. All right. So let's do one word problem, number 12. So wants to receive an annuity of $2,000 at the beginning. Okay, so that's a key piece. At the beginning means we need to subtract 1, remember, if they have the beginning for the next 10 years annually. All right, deposit now to compound annually. Okay, there's that annually piece. Accomplish this goal. Okay, so we had at the beginning, so we're going to subtract 1. So we had 10, take away 1, that's where we got the 9. 6% each period because it's annually. So 9 periods then gives us on our chart 6.80169. Okay, and then our formula says we have to add 1 to that. Okay, so we add actually a whole number. So that's where we got the 7 point. Okay, and then our final step then is we take our amount times our new number that we have. Okay, make sure I can get this up here and get the glare off of it for you. So we would have 7.80169 times our 2,000 gives us 15,630.38. Okay. I want you to work with the formula here in the next video because it's going to take us a little bit more to plug those in. So this is very similar to our first section. Just simply the formula is a little different. Make sure that you find the right table when you're doing your homework. So it's between tables 1 and table 2 because they're different. One's you're putting money in, the second one is you're taking money out. All right, we'll see you for the formula.